it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekend prep video. Today is Saturday. It is about 9 a.m. and we got up about 8:30 this morning, so I'm making breakfast right now. I cooked some bacon and I'm cooking some eggs, and Connor wanted hard-boiled eggs, which I had some in the fridge, so I made cut some of those up for him, made some bacon and some toast, so that's what he's gonna have. Adam is sitting outside on the porch. Here's your breakfast. And so I'm gonna fry him a couple of eggs up. But anyway, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am a full-time working mom. I have 2 kids, and in these videos I just like to share with you what I get done on the weekend to prepare for the upcoming work week. So this weekend I am making my list right now of what I want to get done. I actually made my meal plan and my grocery list last night and put in my Walmart order. I only need a few things at the grocery store this week. Yeah, I put salt on it. So anyway, super exciting. I already feel super productive. Let me get this plate made and then I'll share with you what I intend to get done. All right, so here's Adam's plate, just some bacon, and I fried the eggs in the bacon grease, which he really likes, but it grosses me out. I don't know why. I don't really like eggs that much anyway, but, and then some toast, and I also made him a coffee. All right, so I'm sitting outside. I thought I would get some outside time before it gets too hot today, because I think I remember seeing on one of my weather apps that there's supposed to be a heat warning, a heat index warning this weekend, and it already feels very hot out here. Today, what we have going on is we do have to go to Menards. We are working on finishing our basement and it's coming together bit by bit. We're starting to see everything take shape, which is super exciting. They came earlier this week and put the tile in the entryway and the bathroom down there, and then on Monday they're coming and doing the carpet. So we'll have flooring, we'll have carpet and tile, and we're trying to get someone to come over and work on the trim. Sorry, the neighbor is mowing. Still lots of things to do, but getting closer and closer. I'll show you guys that later in this video. We did get like the wet bar put in, so that is done, which is super exciting. We have a sink down there, we have a fridge, we have a freezer. Exciting stuff. When we built our house, we did not elect to have the basement finished. We had it finished to the drywall stage, which means that there was a concrete floor. They went ahead and put in a shower, but no toilet, no vanity. And then they went ahead and put in hookups for a wet bar, and they put in speakers for a theater system. And then they did the drywall, and that's all they did. And the reason we did that was because we wanted to keep our home loan at a certain amount, and we knew that as long as we got it finished to the drywall stage, the extras were something that we could finish at a later date. So this year we'll have lived in this house for 3 years. We built it in 2017 and moved in, I think it was right after Thanksgiving in 2017, so not bad. We've had to do a few things since we've moved in, like we paid for professional landscaping and things like that. So there are definitely some trade-offs when you build a house. I think you just have to understand like what your priorities are as far as like what you don't want to trade off. So like for me, my priority was my kitchen. Like that's what I wanted to put the most money into. I wanted to make sure that I got what I want. I wanted, like, you know, top of the line white cabinets, etc. And then you just kind of have to, you know, build around that. I've actually gotten requests to do a video on building a house. I don't know, I mean, it's something I would consider. Yeah, I wouldn't call myself an expert at it, but I would say that if you're planning on building a house, I think it's really important to live in several houses first before you build, to decide what you like and what you don't like. Like, I can't imagine just, you know, moving from like an apartment or a condo right into building a house, because I just feel like you wouldn't know, you know, what you wanted and what you didn't want in a house. This house is actually our 3rd house. Adam and I got married in 2016, and the first house we bought was, it was just a starter house. It was like $90,000. We bought it right before we got married, and then we owned it throughout the housing market crash, which means when we sold it for less than we bought it for, even though we put in like a ton of work into it. We put it on a new roof and got new furnace and all this stuff. So anyway, that's that. And then the next house we lived in was actually out further in the country. We actually purchased it from Adam's parents. It was actually the house that Adam grew up in. Somewhere on my channel I have a vlog when we lived in that house, so I'll try to find it and link it down below. I am quite sure the video quality is terrible. Like, I'm sure it's a terrible vlog. I should go back and watch it. I think it was sometime in like 2016 or maybe 2017 that I did that vlog. But that's the house that we lived in from 2012 to 2017, so we lived there 5 years. Adam's parents sold it to us as is, and we did a ton of updates on it. So they had originally built that house in the 70s, and there were some things that they updated, but a lot of the things that needed updating, like we had to put new vinyl siding on it, we had to put in a new central air conditioner, a new furnace. I can't remember if we got a new roof or not. I feel like we did get a new roof. We redid one of the bathrooms. We painted over all the paneling in the basement, just like a lot of things. And so when we went to sell that house, we had a lot of equity in it because we had put so much work and money into it. And so then, like, I've gotten questions before too on like, how did you afford to build a house? I mean, we've been saving our money since we've been married. And so we had a lot of savings, and we also had a lot of equity in that house when we sold it. And when we sold it, it sold super fast. So we kind of got lucky in that aspect. But yeah, I mean, building a house just doesn't happen overnight. It takes like years and years and years of savings. I mean, you're talking about saving up, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. It's worth it. We love our house. Anyway, that's all that to say. I just talked for 8 minutes. So okay, I'm gonna get my to-do list done. I'll share with you when I want to get done this weekend. It's now 10:15. I need to go upstairs and take a shower so we can go to Menards and pick out our toilet, but this is what I'm having for breakfast. I don't always eat breakfast on the weekend, but I felt hungry this morning, so I got some bagels from Costco earlier this week. This is just a plain bagel, so I toasted it, and then I have some Philadelphia brown sugar cream cheese on that. So here's what I need to get done this weekend. We are gonna go to Menards and get a toilet and some towel bars. I do have a Poshmark item that sold that I need to ship today. And then I have a school lunch video that I need to film this weekend. I have some birthday cards I need to get sent out, some thank you notes to finish. I also have some items in my closet that I want to get listed on Poshmark. I had a request to make an agenda printable with no time slots on it. So I want to work on that this weekend. If you guys aren't signed up to get my free printables, I'll leave the link in the description box below. There's a daily agenda and also a meal planner and grocery list if you're interested in that. They're totally free. I also need to edit a couple videos, a meal prep video and a what's for dinner video. There's a sit down video that I want to get filmed maybe today if I have time. I definitely need to get my stove cleaned, and I need to climb up there and clean the range hood also. It's super greasy. I haven't cleaned it in a few weeks. I also need to make sure I get all my laundry done. I want to wash Adam and I's sheets. There's a back to school haul video that I'm working on filming. There's a couple more things that I ordered from Walmart for the kids' school supplies that I need to get filmed, so I'll do that tomorrow. I have some bills I need to pay. Most of our bills we pay automatic withdrawal, but we got a few medical bills in the mail that I need to write checks for. And then I also want to clean out my freezer. I think it's just really disorganized right now, and there's also some things in there that need to be like consolidated, maybe some freezer burn things that need to be thrown out. When we go to Walmart, or not Walmart, Menards, I might try to find some baskets I can use to organize some of that stuff in there. All right, so it's now 12:30. We just got back from Menards, and I think we're just having like a leftover lunch type thing. So I had this cup of tomato Thai basil soup in the fridge. I think I got this from a Sunbasket box. It was like a free gift. So I just heated that up in the microwave. It's pretty good. It's only 50 calories for this cup of soup. And then I also had some blackened chicken tenders from Popeyes that I reheated with some ranch. And then I just have some cheese and crackers. And I got this at Trader Joe's. This is a sparkling black tea with peach juice. It's really good. It's for this whole can, it's only 15 calories, 2 grams of sugar. So pretty decent. So that's what I'm gonna have for lunch. Kira's having leftover pizza, and Connor and Adam have turkey sandwiches. Also at Menards, I found the hazelnut spread or the Nutella M&Ms, so I'm looking forward to trying those. I'm just gonna work on cleaning up the kitchen a little bit. I have some clean dishes to put away, some dirty dishes to put in the dishwasher, and then something spilled in my condiment drawer in the fridge, so I need to take all of this out, wipe it down. I have a wet paper towel here. I think it was a packet of this like sherry cooking wine that leaked, so I'm going to pour that into a separate jar and get this all cleaned up. Alright, so got that done. Oh god, I was going to carry this with one hand over to the fridge, but I don't think I can. But anyway, that's all cleaned out. So I'll put it back in the fridge now and finish the rest of my dishes. Well, I found under eye Hydra gels in my refrigerator. So I figured I'd put them on. These are actually very refreshing. They are the Cure brand. I'll try and find some and link them down below, but they're very good. You keep them in the refrigerator, and then when you put them on, they're nice and cool. And I figured I would use them right now since I have no makeup on today. But you're supposed to use them while you're laying down, but they stuck while I was cleaning out the fridge. So there you go, spa day. So got the kitchen cleaned up. I'm up here in the laundry room. It is now 3 o'clock and I have some laundry to fold and some things to get in the washer. It is now 5:45 and I am gonna make dinner. So I have some tilapia here that I'm gonna bake in the oven at 400 degrees, and I'm gonna make like some fish cakes out of these, which is basically just like making crab cakes, except you make it with flaked fish, and the kids really like it. So I just season that with a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, and I'm just gonna pop that in there for like 15 minutes, and then I'll let it cool for a little bit, flake it up, and then we'll mix together the fish mixture, fry it up. I'm also gonna make some garlic couscous and some green beans. All right, so I washed up my green beans and I went ahead and put them in this pot back here along with the steamer basket, and I'm gonna steam those. In this pot I have 2 tablespoons of butter that I melted, and I have 4 cloves of garlic in there that I crushed. So I'm just toasting this around, and then I'm also gonna put the couscous in and toast that a little bit before I put the broth in. The fish I took out of the oven and I put it in this bowl and flaked it up, and then I also have in there some mayo, or you could use egg as well, beaten egg, and some saltine crackers crushed up. I also put some Old Bay seasoning and some salt and pepper. Make sure that you don't over salt these, because I've done that before and they don't turn out too great, but I'm gonna go ahead and mix these up. And then I just have my big skillet over here heating up with some olive oil, so I'm gonna pan fry those. In my stove I still need to clean, but I wanted to wait until after dinner because I didn't want to clean it and then get it all dirty again by making dinner. Alright, so here is my plate. I just have a few of these fish cakes with tilapia. They turned out really good with the Old Bay seasoning, and some garlic couscous and some green beans. Okay, so I'm going to clean up the kitchen after dinner, and I was just putting some things away and kind of prepping some things for dinners this week. So one night we're gonna have like Mexican chicken rice bowls, like a chicken burrito bowl kind of thing. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cook the chicken for that tomorrow, so it's ready. And I just went ahead and seasoned the chicken and put it in this Ziploc bag, and then tomorrow I can bake it and then that'll be ready. And then I also went ahead and washed up my other packages of green beans, so those will be ready for a dinner this week too. Alright, I'm up here in the laundry room. I feel like I really got behind on laundry this last week. I don't know why I felt like that, but I think I'm almost caught up now. I just actually stripped the sheets off Adam and I's bed, and I think I'm going to put another clean set on there that I have, because I'm obviously not going to get them washed before we go to bed tonight because it's almost 9:30. So tomorrow morning I am going out for breakfast with my stepdad, and I have to meet him there at 7. And then I have a pickup order at Walmart scheduled between 8 and 9. So that is not, it's mostly not groceries, it's mostly household items and back to school stuff. So that's that. I got all my groceries delivered this week from Imperfect Produce and Every Plate. So that was kind of nice that I didn't have to go to the store. Anyway, Connor's in the tub, so I'm gonna go get him washed up, and then I'm gonna make our bed. Good morning, friends. Happy Sunday. It is 6 a.m. I just got up a little bit ago and already folded my first load of laundry for this morning, so that's good. I need to leave in about 45 minutes to meet my stepdad for breakfast, although I may leave a little bit earlier and get a coffee. I haven't decided yet. Did you have a good sleep? Little potty? Look, it's already humid out there. The windows are fogging up. Another heat advisory. Oh, poor baby. Okay, so one thing I did get done last night was I took the vent covers, I guess, out of my range hood and washed them. They weren't that dirty, but I just washed them in hot water. So I need to get those put back in. And then I also did clean my stovetop. I need to wipe it off with Windex. But I did pull all the knobs off and clean. Well, I thought I cleaned that. And clean the front, and then all of the parts on the top I actually put into the dishwasher, so I need to take those out and get everything put back together. Alright, so stove is cleaned, the range hood is cleaned. I really should clean out my oven, but I don't know if I'm going to do that today or not. I'm not going to commit yet, but I will say that I was looking in my closet last night upstairs in my office, and lo and behold, I found all this Easter candy that I totally forgot was up there. I think it was up there when I was like filling eggs and stuff, so yeah, I'm going to have to put that away in the pantry. But mini M&Ms are actually one of my favorite candies, and I think it's weird because I think they taste better than regular M&Ms, but these fun sizes are actually a good deal because it's portion controlled amount. I also found some Kit Kats and some Whoppers and some Reese's eggs. Okay, so I need to leave in about 20 minutes, I guess. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look through my meal plan for the week and see what I can get prepped today. So not doing like a full-on meal prep where I'm prepping the actual meals, but seeing like what components of the meals I can prep. So far I have written down on here muffins, fruit, and veggies. So I do want to make some more mini muffins. My kids really like those, and it's great to have them out on the counter throughout the week. They can grab them for breakfast if Adam and I aren't available to make them something. Although, you know, they're to the age now. Connor's gonna be 8 in a couple weeks, and Kira's 11, and they can pretty much make, Kira can make her own breakfast. Connor can pretty much make his own breakfast. Like, he can put a waffle in the toaster and spread some peanut butter on it. He can pour himself some cereal. So, but I do like to have those mini muffins there just in case they need something quick. I made some, I don't know if I've posted the video yet, but I found a Weight Watchers recipe that was actually turned out really good. It had oats in it and mashed banana, and then I used like the Swerve brown sugar sweetener in place of the regular brown sugar. So they ended up being pretty low in calories and sugar, but they were really good. I put some chocolate chips in them, some mini chocolate chips, and the kids really liked them. So I prefer doing stuff like that instead of buying those like Little Bites muffins, which I do buy those sometimes, but I just try not to buy them all the time because I know that the homemade ones are probably better. And then I have some fruit that I need to get washed up for the week. Veggies that I need to get prepped. I've been liking to keep raw veggies in the fridge in like a Tupperware container, a divided one, and then like before dinner, while making dinner, if the kids are hungry and they're complaining that dinner's not ready yet, I just set that out on the counter with some ranch, and then they can snack on that. And then tonight for supper, I am gonna make roast chicken, and then I'm also going to steam an artichoke, which I haven't done ever. I don't think I've actually ever cooked with a whole fresh artichoke before. I've bought jarred artichoke hearts, so we'll see about that. And then I'm also gonna make French onion soup for dinner, which I'm excited about because it sounds really good. Tomorrow I'm gonna do chili baked potatoes for lunch, so I can thaw out the chili that's in the freezer out in the garage. And then for dinner tomorrow night, I'm gonna make chicken kale pasta. So I need to thaw out my chicken for that. And I also need to wash up my kale and cut that up. Tuesday, I'm making skillet roast lemon chicken with roast potatoes and green beans. There's nothing really to prep for that, although I did wash up the green beans last night. Wednesday, I'm doing the roasted tomatillo sauce with the chicken rice bowls. So I can actually make that tomatillo sauce today. And then I can bake the chicken for that, which I already had. You guys saw that last night. I put it in the spices. Thursday, pasta carbonara with garlic bread, nothing really there. And then Friday, I'm just gonna do cheeseburgers. So not a huge list of foods and stuff that I need to prep this week, so that is good. And then I can't remember whether I showed you my to-do list yesterday or not. Maybe I did. I can't remember. I think I did. Okay, so what did I get done yesterday? So I cleaned my stove and my range hood. I did laundry. I did the sheets. I need to film the school lunch video today for sure. I need to work on Poshmark. I did do a, I did post a grocery haul. I didn't exactly write that down, but I did get it done. I have a few videos that I need to edit, and I don't know if I'm gonna get those done today or not. We'll see. I probably have an overzealous to-do list as per usual, but anyway, whatever. We'll see what we can get done. Oh, and I did ship the item that I got from Poshmark. And we did go to Menards, yay. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna register Connor for fall soccer. It's really sucked this year because normally Connor is in spring sports. He's normally in baseball and soccer, and all of those things were canceled. And then normally the kids do some kind of like summer swim camp. They're both on swim team throughout the fall, but normally in the summer they have like a, you know, couple times a week swim camp, and that was canceled. And so now there's registration open for fall soccer, and I really want to sign Connor up. Like, I really want him to do it. I just don't know, like, I don't know, like I feel like it's probably reasonably safe as far as like the virus goes, but it's also such a pain to, you know, register him and then have it get canceled and then have to, you know, fight for your refund back for the money and everything. I don't know. So we'll see. Someone asked me what I'm gonna do for school this year for my kids, And our state and our district right now is planning on going back. So I don't know what that's going to look like yet. I don't know if they're going to require masks. I don't know if they're going to require temperature checks at the door. I hope they do. So for now, I'm planning on sending my kids back, but I don't actually expect that it's going to last for long. Like, I expect that I'll send them back to school, and then within a couple weeks, everything will get shut down because, you know, there's going to be cases, and what are they going to do? I mean, if a kid or a teacher comes up positive, you know, are they going to shut down the school for 2 weeks? Or where are they going to find substitute teachers? Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many unknowns. So I think what I'm preparing myself for is like sending them back to school with the expectation that it's probably not going to last, and with the expectation that they will probably end up having to do virtual learning. I don't know. I mean, personally, I feel like a part of me feels like it's not that safe for them if they're not doing temperature checks at the door, and that kind of pisses me off. You know, Adam also has comorbidities which make complications of COVID more likely for him if he were to get it, so that's a risk, you know. Them going to school and coming home and possibly transmitting something to Adam. I mean, if they go to school, are they going to be able to see their grandparents? I don't know. Like, these are all questions that we have to like think about and talk through, Adam and I, as a couple. And like, we were even thinking about going, even before school starts, on a little bit of like a vacation or like a weekend getaway to a cabin sometime in August. And we haven't even decided about that yet, because like the one we're going to go to has a water park, and we don't even know if we should like let the kids go to the water park. You know, like, I think going to a water park in and of itself is not a risk, but if it's crowded and there's other kids there and other people there, then that's more of a risk. And it's like, do we really want to go on a vacation and go to a cabin and them not be able to do anything fun? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just so weird right now. It's so weird. But yeah, I am planning on sending my kids back to school. They are already really good about making sure they wash their hands. They already wear masks. You know, anytime we've gone out, they don't really go out that much with us anymore, but like if they do go to the store with me, or we have taken them to a doctor's appointment and stuff, you know, they have worn masks, so they're kind of used to that. So I don't know. I don't have all the answers, and I don't really think that anyone has all the answers. I don't really think anyone knows what's going to happen. I think we can predict what's going to happen. So yeah, I guess we'll just see. I'd be interested to know what you guys are doing. I am back at work now. I'm not working from home anymore, except for my normal work from home day once a week, which I have already had for years before this whole COVID thing. Adam is still working from home for now, but he doesn't know when he's gonna have to go back either. And so it's not like Adam and I aren't in a position where we can just decide like, yeah, we're gonna homeschool our kids. Like, I'm not home during the day to homeschool them, and he's working during the day. I mean, I guess we could do it at night. I don't know. Like, it's just we're not in a position, like, you know, two full-time working parents that work outside the home. We're not in the position where we can just say, yep, we're gonna homeschool our kids, you know. Could we do it if we really felt strongly about it? Sure. I mean, I'm sure that, you know, Adam's parents would help out and my mom would help out and stuff like that, but I feel strongly about trying to get them that social experience at school. You know, they both really like school. They both really miss it. It's been really hard for them this summer, not really being able to hang out with their friends very much, and it's just been so isolating and depressing, quite honestly. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with the whole thing. I don't know. I definitely don't have all the answers, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. What time is it? Okay, I am going to What am I gonna do? I have a meal prep video that I probably should work on editing because I can get that posted today and I don't have to do a voiceover for it, so that will be nice. I actually filmed that last weekend after I got out of the hospital because I spent the day Saturday resting after I got out of the hospital, and then Sunday I felt better. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna finish this. I got a half order of biscuits and gravy and it came with this. I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to eat all this. All right, so that was the largest half order of biscuits and gravy I have ever had in my life. I could only eat 1.5 biscuits and not even half the hash browns. So yeah, that was good though. Okay, so it is now 7:45. My Walmart pickup order is supposed to be ready at 8, between 8 and 9. So that should be ready in a little bit. I need to go into Hy-Vee and mail this package, and then I need to take a part back to Menards that Adam did not need for the toilet yesterday. So here's just a tiny little bit of things that I ordered from Walmart. If you watch my grocery haul this week, I actually ordered most everything from Imperfect Produce and Every Plate, but there were a few things that I needed to get, so I just put in a Walmart order. This was probably only around $30, so I thought I would just share it in this video. So I got a half gallon of milk just to have in the fridge for cereal and stuff like that. I also got a cheap bottle of white wine. There's a few recipes that I need that for this week. I think this was only like $2.50, so I just went ahead and got a cheap bottle of that. Now with the Walmart grocery pickup, they don't even ask to see your ID. They just ask you for your date of birth, and they don't make you sign for it either. I assume because they're trying to do no contact. I did also get some whipped cream cheese. This is for a back to school recipe video that I'm gonna do today. And then I stopped at Hy-Vee specifically to see if they had some more of this Tasty Tacos hot sauce, and they did. I don't know that this is something that they carry all the time, but we really like this hot sauce and this taco seasoning, so I just went ahead and grabbed a bunch to stock up in case they stopped carrying it. So this is the hot sauce, and this is a restaurant. I actually think they have one here in Iowa in Des Moines. I've never been there, but I got 3 of the hot sauces. These were $2 each. And then this taco seasoning I used this week and it was really good, so I went ahead and grabbed some packets of this also, just to have in the pantry because I really like that. I got 1 bean and rice burrito. I think I threw that in my cart earlier in the week. Sometimes what I do is, like, for the Walmart grocery pickup, I'll just have like a running list in my cart. That way when I go to order it, I'll have everything I need. I won't forget anything. I am gonna make, or we are gonna make cheeseburgers one night this week, so I just grabbed some whole wheat hamburger buns, some eggs just to make sure that we didn't run out of those, some baked beans to go with the burgers. I needed some more of the black cherry true limeade. There's actually several flavors of this that I really like, but these are like the powder packets that you mix with your water. I like to take these to work and mix them with my water. It's really good, and I think this is on an Ibotta rebate right now. I also wanted to mention that you can link both your Ibotta and Fetch accounts with Walmart grocery pickup so that you get credit for your receipts. All you have to do is link your email, so I'll leave both of those apps down below if you haven't downloaded them, but it's a great way to get free money for the groceries that you already buy. I am going to make French onion soup for dinner tonight, and that obviously calls for a baguette for the croutons, so I just went ahead and got this. These are cheap at Walmart. They're only $1, and I won't use this whole thing obviously for the soup, but I can save the other part of it for garlic bread later this week. I really like PB&J flavored stuff, and they had this Chobani PB&J yogurt, which I thought looked really good, so I grabbed that. I got some Special K cereal specifically because this is one of the cereals that's high in iron. So I got the Special K red berries. I grabbed 2 cans of SpaghettiOs for the kids to have for lunch this week. This was also a freebie on Ibotta, the Kind nut clusters, almond and coconut. So there's a rebate on the app right now for the full price of this. So basically you get it for free, which is really awesome. I saw this too, and I'm not making it this week, but I thought it would be something fun to try. This is a fish taco seasoning from McCormick. So I thought that looked interesting to try. I got some cilantro for a recipe, and then I also thought this looked interesting, maybe for some steamed broccoli, but it's Speedy Sides Seasoning Mix Kit in 3 cheese, and then it has directions on the back, so you can make it with broccoli, cauliflower, potatoes, other vegetables, cauliflower rice. So I thought that looked interesting to try. It was kind of pricey. I think this was around 2 something or 3, maybe almost $3. But I decided to try that. I got some micellar cleansing water for makeup removal. I also grabbed some of the small kitchen, or these aren't the kitchen actually, these are just the smaller 4-gallon size trash bags. I grabbed some cold brew coffee and then some cherry limeade sparkling water. So that's everything that I got from Walmart to fill in the rest of the groceries for this week. So I'm going to meal prep these chicken breasts for later in the week. These were the ones that I put in a Ziploc yesterday with some spices. I think there's chili powder in there, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna stick these in the oven at 400 degrees for probably about 15 minutes, and then I'll check them, and then I'm going to cut them up once they cool, and then just put them in a container, and then we'll use them for a dinner this week. And I'm also working on cleaning out my freezer. There was some kind of gross freezer burn popsicles in the bottom of there, and you can see there's a bunch of crumbs. So I'm going to use this cordless vacuum. This one is by Elec Homes. They sent it to me, and there is a coupon code available for the next couple days. So if you're interested in something like this, I will link it down below. But basically it's comparable to the Dyson stick vacuum, except it's less expensive. Obviously you can see that it actually works pretty well. I would say it works better on hardwood floors than it does on carpet, but we did use it on the stairs and it worked okay. So check that out if you're looking for one of these. But I'm just going to use this to vacuum out the crumbs in the bottom of here. Okay, so here is the chicken that's all baked, and then let me share with you the freezer. It's not really Pinterest worthy organization, but it's a lot better. So kind of up in the top, I put most of like the meat and veggies we had, and then I also used one of these gray bins I got at Menards yesterday to organize all these little frozen pizzas that I got at Costco. And then down here I put all of the frozen dinners. There's like a bunch of sauces in there, pita bread. And then over here I tried to put all of the sweet stuff. So I consolidated all of our frozen fruit into this reusable bag for smoothies. And then I put all of our ice cream stuff and like popsicles in a bin. And then back here is ice cream, Cool Whip, waffles, and then buttermilk biscuits under there. So I feel much better about that. All right, so I got my chicken cut up. This is the chicken breast I cooked earlier. So for the roasted tomatillo sauce that goes with these chicken and rice bowls, I'm gonna roast the veggies in the oven to make the sauce. So these are the tomatillos that I got from Imperfect Foods, and I did a grocery haul with some of their produce. So if you are interested in that, I'll leave the link to that down below, as well as a coupon for $10 off if you want to try it out. So I'm gonna get these peeled and rinsed off. I rinsed off my poblanos. Those are gonna go here. I'm gonna roast it along with shallot, garlic, tomatillos, and I'm supposed to use a jalapeno. By the way, I'm cutting this recipe in half, but I don't have any fresh jalapenos. I thought I did, so I'll probably just do 2 poblanos instead, and that'll be fine. Okay, so here's the veggies. I'm gonna put these in the oven at 425 for, I think it says 40 minutes until they're roasted, and then you puree it in the food processor. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I'm making French onion soup out of this Cook's Revolutionary Recipes cookbook. So for this, I need obviously a bunch of yellow onions, and for this method you actually cook the onions in a Dutch oven in the oven. So I've sprayed this with cooking spray. I'm going to slice all these onions up, put them in here along with some butter and some salt, and roast them in the oven with the lid on for about an hour. All right, so here are all of the onions. I'm gonna get these into the oven. Okay, so here's what these peppers and everything, the tomatillos, look like roasted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these into my food processor. I'll link the one I have down below. It's a Cuisinart. I have noticed throughout the last several months of this quarantine that the prices of some of these kitchen appliances have really gone up. I'm not sure if that's because more people are buying them and they're at home cooking, so they feel like they can charge more. But I'm gonna get these veggies in here and then add the other ingredients, which I believe is some broth, salt, pepper, cilantro, and I think that's it. I tasted this. It's delicious. It's a tad bit spicy, so it's still a tiny bit warm, and obviously the flavor of this will probably change after I refrigerate it for a couple days and we go to eat it. So what I'm going to do is pour it in a mason jar, and then when we go to eat our rice bowls, we'll use this for it. But it is really, really good. It's super like flavorful and fresh, definitely better than like jarred tomatillo sauce. Okay, so here's the onions after they've been in the oven for an hour. So I'm supposed to put them back in there for another hour with the lid slightly ajar, and then after they're done roasting, then you do the rest of the soup on the stovetop. Here is the chicken that I'm gonna roast for dinner. I will link the recipe I'm using down below. But basically I just rinsed this off, patted it dry. I seasoned it with olive oil, salt, and pepper. I stuffed the inside with some lemon and some garlic. I tied the legs up, tucked the wings under, and then this is the roasting pan I'm using, which is from Cuisinart. It's a really nice roasting pan because you can take it from the oven to the stovetop to make the gravy. And then in the pan here is just some sliced up onion and some lemon. So I'm gonna roast this in the oven with the onions for the French onion soup for an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so look at how deep of a dark brown these onions are. It's crazy. So what I've done is I've removed the onions from the oven, and I'm basically just deglazing the pan with some water to get this like nice dark brown color. And then once most of this water is evaporated, I'm gonna add some cooking sherry, and then after that's evaporated, I'm gonna add beef broth, chicken broth, which is homemade. I pulled that out of the freezer yesterday, and then a bay leaf and some thyme and some salt and pepper, and then just let it simmer until it is done. I am gonna steam up this artichoke that I got in my Imperfect Foods box, and I will link the video down below where I watched how to do this on YouTube. So I've never steamed an artichoke before at home, so don't make fun of me if I'm doing this wrong, but basically it said to cut the top off and then trim off the tough edges of the outer leaves, just like the tip, like that, just like trim it off. And then what I'm gonna do is put this in a saucepan. I would use a larger pot, but I only have one, obviously. Put this in a saucepan with a steamer basket and some olive oil and some lemon and some salt, and then we're gonna steam it for like 30 minutes. Oh, I think you have to cut them, in half before you steam them, right? I guess we'll find out. Oh, that's hard. Ooh, it is so pretty inside though. Look, if you've never looked at the inside of an artichoke, you can see the choke part right there. That's the part that you can't eat. Okay, I'm gonna get these in a pot. All right, so here's what that looks like. I mean, it looks pretty. I guess if I screwed up, I'm only really out one artichoke, right? And then I'm gonna steam this. Well, I'm gonna cover it up. I'm gonna steam it for 30 minutes. All right, so here is the French onion soup. I actually just tasted it and it doesn't need anything, so that's good. That hardly ever happens. I pulled out the thyme sprigs and the bay leaf, and then I have some baguette over here that I toasted for the tops, and these are the Crocs that I'm using. I got these like a long time ago from Rachel Ray, the Rachel Ray brand. So I'll just put the soup in there, put a crouton, a big crouton on top, and some Swiss cheese, and then broil them in the oven. But first I need to finish the chicken, so that has about 10 more minutes before I can take that out. All right, so here is the chicken. I already carved part of it, and then I made some baked potatoes, sour cream, bacon, and then here is the gravy that I made with the chicken, and then here's what the French onion soup turned out like. Yum. So it is about 9:15, and I got mostly everything that I wanted to get done for meal prep today except the muffins, so I'm going to work on that now. The other thing I didn't really do was cut up some veggies, but I might do that tonight yet. I washed our fruit. I thawed out some chili and some chicken for this week. I washed up my kale and cut it up. I did the tomatillo sauce, and I baked the chicken. So this is the recipe that I'm using for muffins this week. It's glazed donut muffins, mybakingaddiction.com. I'll link it down below. I am going to make a few substitutions. So I have some butter and oil in the mixer, and instead of regular sugar and brown sugar, I'm using the monk fruit sweetener and Swerve. Okay, so here's the glaze for the mini muffins. This has a little bit of melted butter, powdered sugar, some hot water, and some vanilla. All right, so it's Monday after work. Last night when I left you, I think I was making muffins. So P.S. I got this shirt in the mail yesterday from Amazon. Isn't it cute? It's like an off the shoulder thing. I love it. I'll link it down below. It was like, I don't know, 20 bucks maybe. However, I would say if you're gonna get it, size up like 2 sizes, because I wear a 1X like in normal clothes, and this is a 3X, and it like fits, like just fits me. So I always like find that with Amazon clothes, I usually have to size up like sometimes 2 sizes. So anyway, I wanted to close out this video and just go over my to-do list. So did I get everything done? Nope. Do I ever get everything done? Nope. So we did get to Menards and get our toilet and towel bars. Actually, I'll go downstairs and show you guys that here in a little bit. I shipped my stuff. I got, actually, the thing that I got done mostly was all of my meal prep. And right now I'm working on cutting up the rest of my veggies. So I'm gonna cross that off. So I actually got everything done on my meal prep to-do list, which is fantastic. That will help me stay on track this week for my meals, for dinners. So I was supposed to do a school lunch video. I got that done. I did not get to the Poshmark stuff this weekend. Maybe I'll try to work on that next weekend. I'm actually taking a weekend off from doing a weekend prep video next weekend because I'm going to like a virtual scrapbooking thing with some of my friends online, and so I'm planning on scrapbooking all weekend. So I did clean my stove and my range hood. I did the laundry. I did our sheets. I filmed this back to school video that I'm working on. Oh, I didn't pay the bills. I can do that right now. Oh, I cleaned out my freezer and I posted the grocery haul. So really, I don't know. I'm not trying to beat myself up, but obviously there's things on there that I didn't get done, but you know, it wouldn't be a weekend prep video if that wasn't the case. So let's go downstairs. I'm gonna show you the progress that we've made and then we'll close it out. Okay, so I can't remember what it looked like last time, but we were supposed to actually get the carpet today. However, they called and said they had to reschedule it till tomorrow, alas. So Adam went ahead and cleaned everything out of here in preparation for them coming to install the carpet. His office is in here. His desk is right there, so they'll just have to work around that. And then I can't remember if I've shared this part or not. So all of this is complete. We do have a mini fridge, like a beverage fridge, that's gonna go under there. We did have them come in and put in the countertop. This is just quartz countertop, and then they installed the sink. Adam installed the faucet. If you can marry a handy person who can do things around the house, I would highly recommend it. And then up there is where Adam's gonna put all of his liquor for the liquor cabinet. And then I also bought him a little mini freezer. I don't know if he put it in here. Oh yeah, he put it right here. So this is the thing with this little mini freezer. So I bought it specifically to put on top of the counter, but it doesn't fit. It's like too tall. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a small, like some kind of a stand to put here, or maybe like a sofa table or like a console, I don't know, something to put that freezer on. And then over here, we want to put a bar height counter with bar stools. This needs to be boxed off. Once the carpet's in, all the trim will need to be put in. Adam still needs to order his projector and get that wired up. And then they came in last week and installed all of the tile. So they did this gray color, which I actually really like, and I think it'll look really nice with the carpet. I chose that color because we actually have a gray vanity, and I think it looks really nice together. So you can tell that the tile and the flooring has a little bit of more of a brownish tint to it, and that's more of like a blue gray, but I still think it goes really well. So I was really happy with how that turned out. Adam installed all of this. He installed the toilet this weekend. We still need to get the mirror hung up. Look, we got the bougie toilet with the push button flush. I'm so excited. We don't have one of those anywhere else in the house, so not really, I don't really care. I just thought it was kind of cool. So so that's what we did this weekend. I say we, like we, I didn't do it, Adam did it. Yeah, he like installed the, what do you call it, towel bars and stuff. So yeah, it's coming along. Once we get carpet in here, I actually start feeling like a finished room, and then we'll have to get furniture, and then Adam can come down here and never come upstairs again. Haha, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm gonna run upstairs, finish doing what I need to do with my veggie prep, get dinner made, and that is it for this week's weekend prep video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.